Hello everyone, welcome to Life Coach Lessons. Today I will be giving you tips on living successful and purposeful lives in only 3 to 5 minutes. I'm Scott Miller, a certified retirement life coach from Hixon Zuercher Capital Management. Welcome to episode 4 of Life Coach Lessons. Today we're going to talk about the 3 questions. I introduced that to you in episode number 3. We talked about the question of who am I? And I introduced this idea of asking 3 questions. We do this a lot in life coaching. And the 3 questions are this: who am I? Where am I going? And how will I get there? And so you can go back to episode 3 if you'd like to look at that short video about really looking at who am I. Today we're going to deal with the other 2 questions of where am I going and how will I get there? And this is, of course, a really, really exciting time to really look into the future and say, what kind of things do I want to try? Like, what am I dreaming about? What am I passionate about? Where do I want to go in life? And then not only where do I want to go, but then really thinking about how am I practically, what kind of steps am I going to take to get to those points? And again, I want to emphasize, you cannot answer these last 2 questions until you've done that first one, which is answering the question of who am I? Because that should always be in the back of your mind as you kind of think about these next up and coming questions of where am I going and how will I get there. All right, let's talk about these couple of questions. One of the things that I do in my workshop quite a bit is I do this worksheet. It's called Creating a Vision. And it just kind of has an overview of about 16 different areas of your life that maybe you want to try or want to pursue in terms of thinking about where you want to go in the second half of your life. And so the participants kind of look over this and they choose 6 of these. Now, these are all really wonderful things to do, but we can't do all 16 of these, right? We're not designed to do that many things in our lives. So I have them focus on 6 of these different kinds of things. And let me just read some of these for you so you get kind of an idea what some of these things are. Like one, this is travel and play, like leisure, relax, teach. So maybe you want to teach something or develop a hobby, learn a new skill, mentor someone, continue learning, home projects, more time with friends and family, start a new business, continue on a current path that may be something you've already started, focus on your health, take on a new challenge, more involved in the community, or get a part-time job. These are all areas that I help people with when we do life coaching. So they look over this sheet of paper, they choose 6 of these, and then they go on to the next sheet, which is a more detailed list of within those 6 different areas. This is called the curious list. These are things that you're curious about as you look at those 6 different areas of creating a vision. And so on this now, we look at more of the how will I. So these are more of the where do I want to go, but on this worksheet, we kind of look at the practical steps that we need to get to these points. And so, like if you thought about maybe a part-time job, well, what would be the practical steps that you would need to take to pursue a part-time job or looking at a different career of your lives? So we create this curious list. And then from this curious list, we look at, action steps to take for the future. And then I coach people along on how to take those action steps. So this is a great tool of really thinking about where do I want to go in life, what kind of things do I want to pursue, and then really looking at the practical action steps of how I'm going to get there. Well, it's been great being with you today. If you would like more information, if you'd like to connect with me, I'd love to hear from you. You can email me at smiller@hzcapital.com. I would love to hear from you. And remember, live a more purposeful, meaningful life today.